might have to talk to you about this off camera.
Good morning.
Here's something weird. Hey guys. How are you? Sunny, Freddie.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. It's
Hi.
Natalie.
Good to see you. Yeah,
Thanks
good.
for having us.
Of course.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna video that.
Oh, of course.
It's probably not gonna be.
Do you mind if we?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Like that. I'll grab a chair for you.
Oh, that's okay.
How did you guys get into the watch business then?
So for me personally, ever since I was a little kid, I was always fascinated with watches.
Yeah.
You know, and then after I started earning a little bit of money, wanting to, up my game, up my style.
Yeah.
I was like looking into vintage Seiko watches,
Okay.
all these Japanese fancy watches.
Yeah.
So that's how I got into it. And very early on, I was even traveling to Japan, just buying Seiko.
Okay.
You're a big watch guy too.
Yeah, I got into watches because just like you, or just like everyone else, you start making a little money, and then you want to buy something to show for it, and then to kind of like have a status. That was what in the beginning was like. And then I was very lucky. I had some watch mentors, especially in Taipei. To this day, he's still one of my biggest mentors.
Wow.
He's in his 70s. He kind of took me in because he was looking at what I was doing.
Right.
And I had interest in buying, selling, and then making the difference.
Right.
It was more fun.
Wow.
It was fun, right?
Yeah,
And then I really started getting into vintage Rolex because I had a group of friends in Hong Kong, the vintage Rolex Hong Kong guys.
Cool.
I was working a lot in Hong Kong. I started acting, and then I did some projects there, and then so they kind of like got me into the vintage Rolex scene.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, Lao Wang got me into some Nautilus. Right before my wedding, so it was 2013, 2014, the sports Nautilus models, they were going under MSRP at like 25 to 30K on USD.
Yeah.
And then he predicted, I don't know how he knew. He was just like, hey, I have a lot of customers that don't want this. Buy it. And I was like, I don't like it. I was like, it looks old. I was like, I prefer the Rolex. And I like vintage Rolex. He was just like, no, trust me, buy this. He's like, it's still a PP. He's like, no matter what, it's still under MSRP. You're getting a great deal. Right. And I was like, but there's a lot at the stores, and they're not. I was just like, why would I? He's like, you're not gonna get the discount at the store, so just buy it. I'm like, all right, fine. I get it. And then like, even my wife's like, what is that? But then after a year or two, it started to grow on me. And then I didn't really pay attention to anything. I just started to buy, and then it was like, I collected like 6 or 7 because I actually liked it. It was all stainless. And then my wife was like, what the fuck are you doing with all this? Like, what is like Nautilus? Aquanauts? Like, what is this? And then like a couple years before COVID, all the prices started to demand.
Crazy.
Everyone started to like it.
Yeah.
And then every time it's like, you see the prices? You see the prices? And I'm just like, how did you know?
Right.
I guess there's a market for everything, So
Exactly. Yeah, we found our niche, which is like really intricate 70s, 80s gold pieces.
I noticed that. Yeah, I like gold too. Do you have anything
What's
interesting? Can I
stuff?
see?
Yeah.
Can I see some stuff?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So this is something that I picked up a little
Thank you
while
for
ago.
showing me.
Yes.
Incredible.
Actually, I was gonna bring. I had another gold dial
Right.
that I brought, but actually Jono helped me FedEx it to Hong Kong because another guy wanted it. And he had a client, so I was like, just take it. So
This is beautiful.
I don't like if it's completely bust down, but if it's done nice, like let's say a nice baguette bezel, I don't mind it. But then be upfront about it. I think be honest about it.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like don't try to sell that. But then I would just think for your own personal pleasure, or if you find something, it's like I got a fluted bezel, but one day I'll just pop on there. I don't mind that. But then I don't think you should mess around too much with everything else.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion, because a lot of my watch friends are like, oh no, don't do that, But then I'm just like, I modify my cars, right? So I was like, I'll put different wheels, different suspension, different brakes. For me, it's better than factory. But that's why I said if you want to change a bezel, it's like I'll find it. But if it's older stuff, I don't touch.
Yeah.
Oh, but please, can I see?
Of course.
What you guys have?
All right. There's no more blue balls.
Yeah. Ooh, look at that. A lot of Piagets.
Yeah, so I try to bring out pretty much exactly the opposite of what you already had, what you're already into.
Oh no. I actually, my wife had a couple.
Yeah.
And we also had a Conjar dial.
Oh, wow.
That's the bamboo one, right?
This is a bamboo.
That's the bamboo.
Yeah.
And then you know what else we had? We also had a 5004 quartz.
5004.
It looks like a
I
square,
know the reference, yeah.
a rectangular
Sure.
square case.
Yes.
We had a couple of those too. I was really heavy into AP. I really loved AP. It was
Yeah.
like it was an emotional
Right.
roller coaster ride for me because
Yeah.
I had to the fact that I had to make that decision because I wanted to let people know like no one brand can define who I am. Whether it's cars or anything in this world, like I am just me. I've never seen this. Can you tell
Neither.
me what is this?
Yeah, absolutely. When I saw this and I saw the data,
Yeah. What?
hold on, like, what is this, right?
Yeah.
Like, crazy. So, it's a 1970s piece, Piaget, all factory, onyx, malachite,
Yeah.
partly diamond.
Right. Yeah.
And if you look
It's like,
closely,
There's two. Yeah.
exactly, it's a jewel time.
Yeah.
It's manual winding.
And it's manual winding. Yeah.
It's two.
And it's two. It's got two.
Yeah, two tiny 4P movements, manual winding, and yeah, two crowns on both
Yeah.
sides. It just blew my mind. Like I had never seen this exact configuration. I've seen jewel times, and typically jewel times are either quartz or like a very old, like 50s, 60s style bracelet and case. But one with a factory dial and it's a jewel stone dial, it's just something amazing I hadn't seen before.
Yeah, no, it's super cool.
Yeah, and even like the texture of the stone, the malachite, it's beautiful. In terms of the inclusions, it's a high quality malachite stone. Piaget back in the 70s, they're known to be, the artisans of stone and precious metals. They had the best goldsmiths, the best bracelet makers. Yeah.
No, this is really fascinating.
I feel like the whole market was so much more design focused back in the day.
It is.
And like, if you think about it, there's no modern technology. People really cared about the way they dressed and what accessories and jewelry they had. So there was a lot more care taken into the design and the making of these pieces. Have you seen a PVD polo before?
No, I've never. This is PVD. Wow, this is very interesting.
So it's a Piaget polo, which are all in precious metal yellow gold.
Usually, right?
This one's also in pure yellow gold.
Right.
And then they PVD on top of the yellow gold.
It's very interesting.
Okay, like that's just crazy. It's like backwards.
Yeah.
So you're essentially buying the most expensive watch back in the day, and it doesn't even look like it's in gold.
They always have the P in the back too.
Yeah.
That's what I love about this stuff from the 70s and 80s and 90s. It's like the way they were made, it makes you feel a certain way, especially when you compare it to their modern counterparts. It's not as special. I don't know why. The modern counterparts,
Right.
I just don't feel like it's as special. Oh, dude, even this one is nice. This is a 50-60?
Exactly. Yeah. 50-60.
It's a little smaller than the 65.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the mid-size. I think it's 36 millimeters.
Yeah,
or
but
so.
these are beautiful.
It's really nice, man. Opaline, cream dial, Roman markers. I mean, yeah, it's really, really nice. Even the steel one with the grenade dial, very typical one. Those are, also 35, 36 kilohertz steel.
I like how this dial is just very simple and clean. You know what? I might have to talk to you about this. Off camera. Off camera.
Sunny got trapped.
Yeah.
This is, I will talk to you about this.
That's why I brought it out. I
Yeah.
knew something will hit him. This is the one.
This is
The heavy hitter.
This is very bling bling.
Yeah.
This is boss.
Yeah, these are great.
Yeah, and in terms of like, when you're talking craftsmanship, this is a 1970s creation. Back then, all the big brands like AP, like Patek, like even this Ellipse, all the bracelets, when they sold these watches new at the AD, they have an in-house goldsmith.
Yeah,
that
they're
cuts the
easy to cut.
bracelet,
Yes, exactly.
size to the individual.
Yes.
And then out comes Piaget with a watch that's 150 grams of gold. And if you turn it around,
Yeah, each one.
all screws.
Yeah.
Like in terms of over-engineering back in the 70s, this is
Right.
absolutely that.
Yeah.
So you can adjust the size infinitely and not have it be a permanent,
Yeah,
alteration
no,
of the watch.
that is really cool too, Yeah, but thank you for showing me that. You know what? I will let me know like, if there's like a good price. Think about it.
I'll send you the photos.
Yeah. I would. I'm interested.
Thank you.
I appreciate that. Thank you for having us.
so
Of course,
much. Thanks for coming.
No.
Yeah. Thank you.
See you
Take
guys.
care. Bye.
You want to start?
We are in the car.
Alright, Nat, where are we going?
We are going to see Sunny.
Yeah, so Sunny Wang, I saw a couple of watches. We showed him some super cool Piagets, right? But there was one watch that he was super excited about.
Caught his attention.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
said he's going to negotiate off the camera, and he actually did.
We gave him a very fair price.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a beautiful watch. Remember how we were still deciding if we wanted to keep that watch in the box or not?
Yes.
Because it's not like the typical Piagets and Pateks that we sell.
Yes.
But I was like, I think Sunny's gonna like this. So we decided to leave it in.
You know him well.
Yeah. And he
It's
ended up
planned. Sunny, you got trapped.
and he ended up buying the watch. It's Friday. We're meant to be in the office, but we'll make an exception for Sunny. Okay, we'll go to his house, we'll drop off the watch, say hello.
What are you wearing, Fred?
I am wearing a solid gold 18038 36mm day date. This one's from 1987, but the special thing about this watch is the dial has factory set baguette cut sapphires.
Nice. I'm wearing my Cartier Basculin. You guys might have seen this in my previous video. It looks stunning, huh?
It's crazy to me that we have people from Singapore and Hong Kong and the US and all over the world that watch and support us every single week. And guys, we do want to grow the channel. We want to get bigger so that we're able to produce cooler content for you. Your support by liking and commenting really goes a long way. Sunny, we hope you enjoyed the Patek. Very excited to see you again in Sydney. And guys, likewise, if any of you ever find yourselves in this part of the world, in sunny Sydney, let us know. We're very excited to host you in our showroom, show you some incredible watches and just have a good time. So with that being said, thank you. We'll see you next week.
Nat, this is your yacht.
You're gonna sleep there tonight.